We're going to change some hearts and minds with everyone's help, insofar as them dispensing with what they walked in the door thinking to how they're going to need to reorient that by story's end. I had a responsibility to play the character with as much dignity and authenticity.
Hey guys, Brendan, Sam, pleasure to meet you. The
You too.
Whale is my favorite movie of the year. Sam, amazing job, brilliant writing, and Brendan, chef's kiss, man, outstanding performance. Brendan, you do such a great job of finding the humanity in any character you play, whether it's dramatic or comedy. Can you talk about finding that universal, relatable humanity in Charlie?
We all know a Charlie in our lives. If they're not a friend, a family member, we've encountered plenty of those who present as he does, those who live with obesity. In his case, it's dangerous to his health. He's hundreds and hundreds of pounds. He is someone who is so very often dismissed, overlooked. His life in this story is played out behind the closed doors of a 2-bedroom apartment in somewhere Idaho. And we don't know what that inner life is until now. Darren directed this film that Sam wrote that invites us in and asks us to reorient the way that we may have held those prejudicial ideology about those who live with obesity. And I'll go out on a limb here. I think it's a personal view, but I think we can do a lot better as a society to dispense with what is common insofar as how we are casual about how we refer to those who have weight issues in their life. Because if I'd learned anything important about how to play him, it was from what I learned from the Obesity Action Coalition, who are an organization that supports so many people still seeking bariatric procedures, those with eating disorders. I mean, look up the OAC; they're very helpful. I think that we can do better, because I learned from those people that I spoke to that very often the circumstances of their life began at a very young age. Someone spoke to them with recrimination. Someone harmed them. Someone was vindictive towards them, and it stayed with them. And it does. Words can be painful and they can do damage. And I believe that we can do better than it. Seems like a simple enough Pollyanna, let's hold hand kind of notion, but it matters. It really matters with real life circumstances, which is the impetus behind Sam's play and screenplay. We're going to change some hearts and minds with everyone's help, insofar as them dispensing with what they walked in the door thinking to how they're going to need to reorient that by story's end. I had a responsibility to play the character with as much dignity and authenticity, whatever that may look like to its audience or to the members of his family and friends who come through, the 4 other characters who come through that apartment. They're all seeking salvation in their own way. And Charlie's certainly no exception, knowing that he has very little time, and comes to the realization, epiphany even, that if he doesn't do something right now and connect with the daughter who he knows in his heart he harmed worse in any way than anything that could have ever been said to him to bring him to the place where he felt poorly about himself, it's a long shot and he might not succeed. But boy howdy, when you put Charlie and Sadie Sink together on that screen, there's a moment of catharsis that occurs that have consistently left audiences feeling, let's just say, a great deal.